your head.
Oh, it felt as though, you know when you're stroking a cat, it felt as though somebody was stroking the top of my head.
Yeah,
but it was going harder and harder, and I just freaked out.
I mean, Phil, what do you reckon that was?
I've no idea, to be honest with you. I mean, looking at it kind of at a sceptical point of view, it could have been a little bit of a breeze, but there was a really cold spot above her head, so... but she had all sorts of things go on, which is brilliant.
Yeah, Julie, what else happened to you?
Oh, loads of things. I had tapping on my right shoulder, really hard tapping. It tapped once and then it stopped and then it tapped again. Oh God. Flashes of light. We saw it, the stone. I picked the stone up. I asked Carl if I could pick a stone up and it was warm.
Phil, any thoughts on the flashes of light?
Again, we did have the video cameras with us. Possibly, if you move your eyes quick enough over the camera, you can catch a kind of a double image, and it might look like a light, but again, this place is supposedly haunted, so it could have been some kind of spirit.
So, Julie, would you do it again?
Definitely.
Really?
Definitely, I love it.
Despite all that?
Yeah, despite all that, it's fabulous. It's
Amazing.
fabulous.
We ought to mention Jordan as well, of course, who came out with you too.
Oh, Jordan was
Julie,
brilliant.
thank you very much indeed, and Jordan. And Phil, of course, no one's safe in the audience now.
Nobody's safe, not tonight. No.
Yeah, something could be happening. Thank you very much indeed, Phil Wyman. Now, as ever, this show is all about you at home and our audience here, of course, in Morecambe. And we want you to get in touch. It's all about what you see on our webcams, your sightings, your paranormal events happening at home, your most haunted gatherings and so on. Let me tell you how you can get in touch. You can text me, the word screen to the number 80889. Don't forget to tell us your name and where you're from. The text costs 50p plus one text message charged at your operator's standard rate. You must be over 18 to get in touch with Most Haunted Live, by the way, don't forget that. And of course you can get in touch via our website, mosthauntedlive.net. Don't forget to say who you are and where you're from when you get in touch with the show, because that's really important. Now, let's say hello to someone joining our interactive team tonight for the first time. It's a good evening to Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Lovely to see you.
Hello.
Welcome.
Lovely to see you.
And what a night last night.
It was absolutely incredible. What a great way to kick off the series. Very frightening. I've had my daily dose of carrots, so I can see in the dark here tonight.
Take me through some of the statistics from last night, because we had a big response, didn't we?
Incredible, yeah. Thank you so much to everybody for sending. We had over 10,000 sightings on the webcams. Of course, we've got more cameras this series than ever before. Reports of dark shadows, several orbs, a dark figure following Carl around, and Kath in particular, several reports of a cat following around her feet, and mist, and more orbs as well. And in particular, when the team were in the dressing room here at the Winter Garden, we had consistent reports of a man sitting at the table and the chairs. And this kind of consistency is great for us to give to the team to help in their investigation. This is what we want tonight.
And we like times as well, so we get a trend at the same time when you get in touch. Put that in the text as well, yeah?
Yes, exactly. And when the team heard the whistling, we had viewers texting in saying that they also heard whistling, and also a voice in the dressing room saying go and get out.
Right. Now, look, something else that happened last night was some interesting photos in the séance that happened actually here in the auditorium. And let's have a look. First of all, here's a photograph of the team, and as you can see, nothing wrong with that picture. But then look at this next picture coming up there on the top left. Can you see that flash of light?
Yeah.
Now, we'd like to hear from you at home what you think that might be, and of course those kind of sightings are important for us, so we want to hear more about that, don't we?
Absolutely, and you can get in touch on the website mosthauntedlive.net. You can get in touch. Producer Stu's the head of the interactive team, and he's there with the team waiting for those text messages and emails, so it's that really helps us through the evening.
Right, Debbie, thank you very much indeed for that.
Thank
you very much indeed for everyone who's already got in touch. Lots of good luck messages, and just to say hello to Audrey from Scotland, Sean in Plymouth, Marianne and Gary in Ireland. It goes on. Thank you very much indeed for all of those. More from Interactive to come. Also great competitions on the way as well. Again tonight with some fantastic prizes all on the way after this break.
Thank you, Julian. Well, the countdown to tonight's vigil continues. We are nearly there, and it is a truly amazing location we've got for you. I want to share with you now, though, as we head for a break, details about a fantastic prize you can win. Here are the prize details, how you can get involved. Keep watching. Back after this.
Every night we're giving you the chance to win some fabulous prizes. Tonight's prize is a fantastic waterproof Sanyo camcorder, great for carrying out your own investigations, a Samsung Jet mobile phone from Virgin Media, and a pair of tickets to the next Most Haunted Live event. And there's even more. Every time you enter one of our competitions, you'll go into a draw to win £1,000. Now, for your chance to win, simply answer the following question. Which city did the Most Haunted Live team journey to in March of last year? Was it A, Venice, B, Barcelona, or C, Turin? You can enter by calling 0844 646 9966. The calls cost just 5p from a BT landline. Mobile and other networks may be considerably higher. The competition is open to UK residents aged 18 or over. The lines close at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, and the winner will be selected at random after the close date and contacted in person. Full details and terms on our website, mosthauntedlive.net. Good luck.
Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live, the second of an 8-night investigation looking for the faces of evil. We are here for 8 nights, 4 hours a night, until midnight, the witching hour. And thankfully, I am not alone here in the Winter Gardens Theatre in Morecambe. We have a studio audience here, and I have experts on hand. We're going to meet them now. Fred Batt, our demonologist, and Dr. John Callow, our historian. Good evening to you both, gentlemen. Let's start with last night, Fred, and your good self. It was an interesting night. We seemed to have highs of activity and lows of activity. What did you glean from it?
It was great. First of all, we had a woman in a grey uniform. Well, the RAF was stationed here in World War II, and the last thing that happened in this place when it was open was a concert by the RAF. So that's quite good. Then there was a bad smell, which everybody keeps saying in the past, there's a bad smell of cigar smoke in the area up in the gods.
Yeah. Which I think was over on this side of the stage, and it was also tobacco, cigar smoke and alcohol as well.
That's right, yeah. And then you had somebody called Stan that I believe, I don't know if Brian picked up or the medium. Well, he patrols the top of the stairs and he denies access people to the lower gods, and there's many men that have tried to get down there and they've been forcibly stopped by him, actually pushed back and pushed
by his
over.
Spirit, by his manifestation.
By his spirit, yeah. And in the lower gods, that's patrolled by the spirit of a cigarette girl called Frances.
And that name also came out last night.
That came out last night, and Stan was wildly possessive of her, as if he wanted an affair with her, but she wouldn't have it, so that was quite good. Then over the other side, we had somebody who collapsed, didn't they, last night?
Stacey up in the circle.
That's right.
Yes. Thankfully she was fine, but it was a very nasty moment.
Well, there was a sleazy, lecherous type of guy that haunts that area over there, and he's been known to shout at women in the audience. He apparently fell in love with one of the actresses here, but she refused his advances, and ever since then he's hated women, and that's what's going on that side. Then we came to the William Littlewood that was picked up by, I can't remember who picked him up, one of the mediums.
I think the name came from a variety of people. In fact, John was telling us last night that was the architect who designed this building.
He was the architect, he was one of the architects, and Blackpool came up. He also designed the Empress Ballroom in Blackpool.
Thank you, Fred. Let's turn now to John. John, hello again.
Hello, Paul.
We're building to Halloween. It's the 8th night of our investigations. How far back in time has Halloween been associated with, if you want, the dark side, with evil?
Well, Halloween goes back really into pre-Christian, into Celtic times. The Celts had this wonderful idea that as the nights drew in, souls would migrate to where it was warm, towards the fireside, the hearth, the very centre of the home. So they were warmed by the flames. It's a very different idea about life and death, perhaps, than we have today. And of course, later, it was a big part of ritual life in Scotland and Ireland.
Well, last Halloween we were in Wales. It was an amazing investigation. If we get anything like the phenomena we gathered last year, we are in for an incredible week. Let's take a look back at last Halloween and our adventures and excursions and investigations in Wales.
He's rooted to the spot.
And a proper mask on your face, all right?
Satan, Lord of Darkness, ruler of the underworld.
I'll be arrested. Dragged into that room.
Bring these spirits into the room, please. Use this energy now. Use the energy. Concentrate. The person is Paul Ross.
I'll shut you in.
Okay.
Right? And then just bang very loudly and scream if you need to come out, and then I'll ask for things to happen to you.
Throw something. Come on. man, do something!
Somebody just tapped the top of my right foot. There's something on this side of this room, of this, whatever they call it, freezer.
Please, can you do something? Oh, Carl, what's the matter?
Crying out loud. I swear something pushed me then.
Susan!